Hello guys, this is Lady Loser again. So I'm recording another video in this very beautiful place. Again, the other time that I recorded content, it was very windy as well. Today is still windy, so I hope that the audio will be understandable enough. So yeah, I guess in this video I would like to talk about a tendency. I don't know a tendency, but I don't know if it's a tendency, but it's just something that I have been noticing in social media and also among, people that I interact with, be it at work or, friends or just acquaintances, just random people. And there's an airplane. I hope. Oh God! Again, I hope that the audio is going to be possible to listen to. So let's wait for the plane to pass. Bye. Okay, great. So yeah, the thing that I have been noticing is that this whole loneliness, epidemic, not just with men. I'm sure there are more and more women who feel lonely as well, because even I remember that, I don't know, like 1-2 years ago, there were also videos going viral about women that have no friends. So I think it's something that's affecting people regardless of gender, and at least for me, I am a person of like basically zero friends. Well, like my friends, the people that I consider as friends, are all virtual friends to this day. Even though I have met some of them in person. For example, friends that used to be actual friends during high school, or friends from other places that I've lived in. But I do not really have anyone that I can fully count on. There are people that have like real friends that a person that you can ask, for example, if you can put their name in the next of kin, field of your workplace, in the case when you cannot put the name of anyone of your family, that kind of friend. I don't have anyone that I could ask that, for example. I don't have anyone that I would feel comfortable reaching out to during let's say like a depression crisis, or any type of crisis like that you really need to have someone to talk about something in depth with. I don't have anyone with whom I can do that. And I do know some places, for example, that I could get support for other types of things, but that would be for very specific things. And yeah, but not really friends. And it's so difficult, right, when you're an adult. And I have watched so many videos about it, and yeah, I'm sure a lot of people agree. It's so much harder, it's so much difficult to make friends when you're an adult. And one reason for that that I think a lot of people are not talking about is the way that relationships and expectations develop as you grow up, and how they become harder. And what I mean by that is for example, at least something that I noticed, it's something that I don't know if it even depends on age, but something that has been getting worse, I believe, throughout the years, because I would assume because of life becoming difficult, more and more difficult everywhere, is like the lack of trust that people have in each other causes people to become more narcissistic and more, self-centered, in a way that it's not possible to create this connection anymore, this friendship connection that involves, one person being vulnerable and the other person like showing empathy and being there for the other one. What I have been also seeing is that the people that attempt to be vulnerable end up becoming a target for, you know, these people that want to take advantage of whatever they can, and then people just like stop being vulnerable at all, and nobody really shares anything. You know, nobody really speaks the truth anymore, basically. So something that I've been noticing, for example, is that if I try to to start like a friendship with, to make friends with a girl, so with a woman, and not just a friendship, you know, nothing romantically interested, people are just not genuine anymore. So like people are going to lie to each other to see what comes out of it. So basically, like something that I experienced recently, I am a single woman. I am not that attractive, but I am also not, you know, ugly. So sometimes, not always, sometimes I do attract some I was gonna say like hate, but that's not the word. Jealousy, I guess. Yes, I cause jealousy in women, especially like women who are committed. And recently, what happened was the following: I was trying to make a conversation with this woman, and I was, you know, I was being genuine about myself, and I guess perhaps that was my mistake, because I cannot even do that these days anymore, right? So basically, she said that, sorry about this, guys, it's just so, this kind of topic is so annoying to me, but basically she said that, oh, I'm so tired of being, no, she didn't say she was tired, but she was like, yeah, like I really like living on my own as a 40 plus woman, you know, it's so refreshing. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. I'm like that too. I'm like 30 something. And then she reacted in a weird way, like putting her hand in my mouth, like, oh my goodness. And I was like, okay, right. And all right, and on that day, I was sitting on the beach with a friend of hers, and this friend of hers has a daughter, and yeah, the daughter was trying to climb some rocks, and then I went to the rocks and helped the daughter climb the rocks. And yeah, okay, that's all I did. I helped her climb them. Then I got back to, you know, to sitting with my friend and her friend, that's the mother of the daughter. And then suddenly they start speaking about how, like about the first time that this daughter fell on the floor, and about parents who protect their children too much. So basically they were passive aggressively showing dissatisfaction for the fact that I went to try to help the daughter climb the rocks, because apparently they wanted the daughter to do it by herself. And I don't know, guys, I don't know how you are about this thing, but I find it so cowardly that people do this kind of things in a passive aggressive way. And the thing that I wanted to talk about was that this first woman, my friend, she's not my friend anymore, by the way, but the thing in the beginning that she said about being 40 something was actually a lie. She was trying to find out if I was single or not. And since I replied to her saying like, oh, I'm like that too, she found out that I was single, and that's why she reacted the way she reacted. Yeah, and you know, I noticed this a couple of weeks later when she tried also again to see how I would react when she introduced her boyfriend to me in a sudden manner, because she knew that I thought she was single as well. But I was not surprised because I had already noticed that something was off, you know. But you know, all of this fakeness and this like people trying to find out things about you that way is just so tiring. Like nothing really is genuine anymore. And yeah, it's just really tiring. I don't know if I'm going to post this video. I'll have to listen to it and see how it turned out. Yeah, but that's something that I wanted to talk about and to vent about. And it's and this fakeness, this, you know, thing of people trying to take information from you while when you're being genuine, and they feel like they are the smart ass, you know, being able to do that while you are, you know, being the dumb one there, being genuine, trying to, you know, make a connection. This is just so annoying, and it's one of the reasons why I rarely try to engage in, you know, I rarely try to begin new friendships or even relationships anymore, because it feels like everybody's like that. I don't know if this is something, you know, that comes with age, because something I've noticed is that the longer you work in corporations and nowadays even in other types of institutions, this kind of thing only gets worse as you progress in your career. So people automatically become worse in those regards as well. So like myself being like 30 plus, it's only getting worse. This woman 40 plus, like it felt like she was on a whole new level, on a whole other level about these kinds of things. Like no wonder nobody can get connection, you know, if this is what relationships have to become when you as you get older. Like no wonder. It's not really surprising, it's just really depressing and really and just really sad. Makes it hopeless, you know, to go and try to get any sort of, you know, connection, any kind of thing that is more genuine and not so transactional. Oh gosh. There are so many other situations that I could talk about in regards to this. This one, I guess the way I told them, it sounds very weak. Not a good word, but you know, it sounds very like, oh, that shouldn't really matter that much. But guys, if you could see the way that these women do this, and this is not just with women, okay, just to, I don't know, with whoever is going to watch, if they're going to judge this, but I see this like everywhere, with men, with women, with the, it's like culture as a whole is becoming this narcissistic thing, and the only way to thrive is to be a narcissist. It's like you have to be the taker, or else you're going to be the loser that gets things taken from you. And this is obviously like what is going to, like, connection is never going to be born from that. It's never going to happen from that. So yeah, the way I see things, it only gets worse. So yeah, if there's somebody that agrees with this and was able to, you know, turn things around and find trustworthy people that you can be genuine with, how did you do it? Where did you find them? Like, do any of you, are you all as miserable as I am, or does anyone have a different take about this? And yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, I digressed again. If you watched, if there's still somebody watching or listening until now, thank you very much. And yeah, see you next time.